Yeah. The I was thinking about this the other day as the is when people listen to this game one of the Knicks Pacers will be over. And I thought, I think Jalen Brunson has a chance to be the most popular Knick ever. So I'll explain.
Oh, interesting.
The young,
That's a thought.
okay. Any kid under 35 didn't see Walt Frazier play or Earl Monroe play. Eliminate those players. The young demographic, which loves the NBA, didn't watch them play. Patrick Ewing's a center. They don't sell shoes. They don't become coaches. They're just looked at as genetically unique human beings. The greatest of all of them, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, was stoic, never a broadcaster, never really a coach, didn't get opportunities. They don't become the most popular player. Shaq is a complete outlier because he's a big personality. But Barkley's still the star of that show. And then you say, well, Bernard King, nice guy, injuries cut short, a great career. Carmelo Anthony, never really delivered in the postseason. Brunson is relatable. He's the size of the average fan.
No.
Villanova, so you found him in college. He was an East Coast star at Villanova. A lot of Villanova people in New York and Big East fans in New York, right?
Oh yeah.
He's totally relatable. Like he's a great clutch shot maker, which say what you want, that is, fourth quarter drives make quarterbacks and shot makers make Jordan. And the other thing is, um, the NBA now is moving into a time you can't stack a roster. And so it's not a coincidence. The four best players on the four best teams are all guards. Because if you don't have a stacked roster and you have a collection of B to B plus players, the point guard will control tempo and touches for everybody and pace. The league is going to become a pace, tempo, point guard league. It's not going to be buying the best wings and centers. You can't anymore. You're just not going to have that anymore. Boston's going to unravel here in the next year. I mean, or at least move off many of their players. Is that when you look at Ewing is a center, nobody saw Walt play if you're under 37 years old. Bernard King injuries. Carmelo Anthony never won. Brunson is going to be the most popular Knick within 3 years. Sorry to interrupt this great video, but please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Now back to the video.
Okay, I mean, I'm not a New York Knicks historian. Uh, it strikes me as unlikely that he's going to be more popular. Like, because if you're just saying like no one under 37 remembers Clyde Frazier, it's like okay, but there are a lot of people over 37, and he won two titles. He's on the All NBA team at 50. He's on the All NBA team at 75 in terms of, he's one of the greats in the history of the league. And he's on their broadcasts. Like Clyde Frazier, how he dresses, how he presents himself. Like Knicks fans who are young know who Clyde Frazier is. Like,
Okay, so I want to stop you there.
yeah,
Jerry West was the logo, built Laker championships, and Magic was more popular.
that's okay. But do you think that the Knicks are going to win the title?
I think the Knicks under Brunson are going to be a regular conference finals team with chances to get to the finals. New York sports outside of the Yankees historically have been so uneven and so inconsistent. I mean, two of the worst franchises in pro sports historically are the Mets and the Jets. And
Sure.
so you
Well, no,
don't, I
and
mean,
listen, the Knicks unite the city, like New York basketball, right? Like
yeah.
they take a lot of pride in the best point guards come from New York and Rucker Park and all of the college and AAU teams and all of the New York basketball royalty stuff, which I love and eat up. I'm like, there's a lot about it in my book. Like I'm all for all of the history of New York basketball. Um, I don't think you can be the most popular Knick if you didn't win a title, and I don't think they're going to win a title. I think Oklahoma City would wax them. And this is I guess, a hot take. Jalen Brunson has become a smidge overrated. A smidge overrated. Because he is crazy likable. Everything you said is true. He won the clutch player of the year. But when I'm
Yes.
watching the games, and I'm staying up late and I'm watching
Yes.
all of the games,
Yes.
I don't know how sustainable this is. He's on it. He doesn't pass.
Neither did Ewing or Carmelo.
Okay, that is true. So maybe he fits right in. But like, listen, he hits every clutch shot. He's totally unafraid. I get why he's a fan favorite. I get why he's loved. He deserves clutch player of the year. He's a beloved Knick. No doubt about all of it. It's totally earned. The guy is not afraid of any moment. He's tough as hell. All of that is true. But you got Karl Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges, and I'm watching the ends of some of these games. And he's like, well, Jalen Brunson, he just took the last 10 shots of the game, except for one that Josh Hart got on an offensive rebound on a miss by Jalen Brunson. Like, it just doesn't strike me as a formula to win a championship. I can't think of one where it's like one guy just shoots every single time. No one is his peer at the end of the game, and they're going to win a title. It's exciting. They remind me a lot of one of my favorite teams ever, the 2010, 2012 Derrick Rose era Bulls. Like, right. Tibbs is the coach. Now Derrick Rose even more local than Jalen Brunson, Chicago born and raised, like state championships in high school, the whole thing. But like, right, the Bulls drafted Derrick Rose, the Knicks trade for Brunson. So it's not complete apples to apples, but it's close enough. Best player is a ball dominant guard, team oriented. Those Bulls teams were better defensively than this Knicks team, but I know the Knicks fans say with Mitchell Robinson healthy, they're actually an elite defensive team, even though they never have been. But it's same coach, really hard-nosed team, beloved point guard who you ride or die with him. And Derrick Rose was unbelievable. Youngest MVP in the history of the league. They were the 1 seed. And then the only problem was he had to play LeBron James. And so when he played LeBron, it was like, oh, they won game 1 and then they lose in 5. And I think that's what's going to happen to the Knicks. Maybe not until they face the Thunder in the NBA Finals. And so he'll advance a little further than those Bulls teams did. But I don't think you can win an NBA championship this way. I just don't. And I think that you can't be the most popular Knick of all time if you don't put a banner up in Madison Square Garden.
Well, I'm just more optimistic than you.
You are. I mean, I think they would get crushed by the Thunder. I think the Thunder are going to win this championship, and people are somehow going to say that they hate them. I don't know. That's what I think is happening here.